Welcome everybody back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us, one big happy family. I want to thank every single one of you that's been with me from the start, and the newcomers just coming in. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, your beautiful comments, your suggestions, your uplifting messages. I can't thank you enough. Okay, so for most of you know, I do have a private crochet group on Facebook. You're more than welcome for newcomers that are coming in to join me. As long as you have a profile pic, you're all good to go. I also have a crochet page on Facebook that you can follow me, Instagram and TikTok. Most of my patterns that I put on here, I put up on all my social medias. Make it simple for everyone. In the description box below the video, there is a link to how to slow down the video or turn your closed caption on, or even zoom in the stitch that a lot of you still don't know how to operate with that. You can click on the link and it's a 2-minute video, and it helps you tremendously. I don't write patterns as I don't read them. Sorry about my voice, but I'm still pretty bad with a bad flu, cold, sinus, of course. So it's a little bit scratchy. I apologize for that. And my voice comes and goes, and I have a lot of coughs. So a lot of times I have to pause and restart the video again. So for the most part, 99.9% of the time I use a 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal brands. I am in Europe, in the islands, and I use a 2.75, sometimes a 3, depending on my project. A small one to tuck in, of course, the loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. If possible, share. Sharing is caring. Watch a little bit of the commercials. It helps also the video for YouTube to circulate. So that's just part of the channel. This is how you can support the creators. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free. You're not paying anything for it. And hit that bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. All of the links to my social medias will be below, so you can just click there and follow through or be a member at the crochet group. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create another table runner, and with this table runner you can go as big as you like. It all starts the length on the chain stitch we're going to create. So this is almost similar to the last table runner I did, but a little bit different. Obviously, I don't make the same stitch. So I had a lot of feedback on the last table runner, which was the Nelly table runner, and I did a whole set table runner, and I also did in the same design for her bedroom, all black, silver, black, bling bling, you know, very shiny, and white, which is absolutely stunning, which it's already shipped out. And I had a lot of messages on that with orders. So I'm going to create something similar to it. I've also adapted a different stand here for the camera. Hopefully it will record and you can see better the stitch, which is up higher now instead of being like this. I used to have the stand like this, and now I just got another piece. Thank you, Jesus. Trying to do the best I can for you guys to see the stitch better. Anyway, so as you know, my colors go by number, not by name. So this is gray, color number 12. These are 4-ply, 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker and matte color. This has a little bit of shine to it. 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. Thank you so much for your prayers for myself. As you all know, I've been very sick for the past month, over a little month now. I'm getting much better. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you so much for your prayers, not only for myself, but also for my family. And I pray for yours as well, and the world in general. So let's get started. Bear with me if I can't function this new thing, stand for the recording. Sometimes it might shake when I need to pause and and re-record again. You know how it is. You do a row, you teach a row, you pause, you continue row, you come back, and you teach the second row. But anyway, we're going to get started, okay? Remembering that the slip stitch never counts as a stitch, okay? So we're going to start doing 52 chain stitch. Please make sure that you always look ahead of the video to make sure that we don't do any mistakes. If we do, we fix it on the spot. We don't take anything down. My table is, you know, I do a lot of manicures, right? I'm a nail tech and hairdresser by profession, and so my little table is for nail, and so my towels get all damaged with all kinds of nail polish and gels and filing and so on and so forth. But anyway, this is what I have to work with. I have no other choice. So we're going to get started, and I have to do my nails too. They're so long already. Slip stitch. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until we have 52 chain stitch. I've done my 52 chain stitch. I'm going back 5 spaces, so not counting from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on my 5th one, I'm going to do a double crochet. So we're going to do double crochets all the way to the end, and if I'm not mistaken, we're to have 49 double crochets, so 1 per stitch. The thing here is try to grab this bottom loop there. By grabbing this bottom loop like that, you'll have the 2 loops here. This is the way of not having your straight line turn into a U shape bending, okay? If you grab only the top loop here, only one, it's going to bend, and a lot of people make that mistake. So you want to go right in the center. Those 2 loops will stay up top, okay? So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 49 double crochets, and you can see that it's nice and straight because we've grabbed the 2 loops that we have there. Okay, so now on the same stitch, we're going to do 6 more double crochets. This is for the curve, this is oval, and of course I'll be adding colors to it, not sure which ones yet. So we have our 49th, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So basically we have 7 double crochets on the same stitch. That's including with our 49th double crochet. Now we're going into the next double crochet, which is the first one right after, not the one that's in there, okay? The one right after, and do 1 per stitch. So I'm grabbing this loop, as you see here, from the chain stitch that we did. I think you guys will see the stitch is much better this way with this over my, with the camera over my hands. It's a little bit difficult to work because the arm of this stand is like clipped into the desk, and I have to put my arms around it, and I can't move it too much or else the camera starts bouncing around. But I think it will help you quite a bit. So 1 per stitch, make sure that you don't skip any, and whatever we do here on this curve, we must do it also on this curve here. So we'll be adding 6 double crochets on the next curve, but I'm going to continue all the way to the end, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we've reached almost the end. Now we have 2 double crochets left. That means that we have 47, or should I say 46 double crochets on here, with the other 2, 7, 8, and then there's that one that comes in here. Okay, so anyway, you leave the 2 behind, okay, and we're going to come in and we're going to do right here in between them, we're going to do the 7, or actually on the last one, not 7, 6. Sorry, I'm so stupid. Sometimes, not 6. We're going to do 4 double crochets. We already have 2. To have 7. Let's retry that again. So the last 2, we're going to do 1 here. Makes our 47th. We're going in this last one, we're going to do 2, 3, 4. So we have 4, and I'm going to close in on my 3rd one. With those last 2, we'll have 7 double crochets in here. So basically we have 46 on each side. I'm going to walk, as I call it, the next 2, that's the 2 we didn't work on, and come into the 3rd one here and do a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Next space, double crochet, next space, double crochet. And we're going to do that all the way to the end. So we skip those 2 there and continue to do double crochet 1 per stitch. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I have 46 double crochets, and it ends exactly on the last one we did here, going the very last one, just before we did the 7 there at the beginning, if you recall. So I have 46 double crochets. Now the next one, we're going to do an increase on the 7 that's in here. We're going to do 7 increases, so 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and again 2 double crochets in the same stitch, next stitch. Oh my god, you guys, I still have to like pause constantly to cough, so I'm still coughing a lot. And went to the doctor's before yesterday, and I'm still taking all kinds of antibiotics. Apparently I have the cold flu A, which is the worst that anybody can possibly have. So yeah, not COVID, it's the cold flu type A. You might want to look it up, it's horrible. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know why I'm counting it this way. So we have to have 7 increases. Sometimes my mind is not all there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 per stitch, and 7. Okay, and then we'll do the 46 double crochets again on this side, 1 per stitch, and we'll do the increase at the other corner also for the oval, 2 per stitch, so you can count your 46 double crochets to make sure, and then you have to do the 7 increases, 2 per stitch on the other side. I'll meet you at the end. So basically we have our 46 double crochets here, counting after our last increase of the 7, counting the next one, 46. That lands exactly on the last one here. And now we're going to do those 7 increases again. So 1, 2 in the same stitch, okay, into the next one. So we do the 7 increases, so we have 2 increases, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now don't forget we went, the last one has a single and 2 chains. So we have this one here. This is the 7th increase. It can be tricky when you're going from one to another. Okay, so make sure you count because a single and 2 chain is on the next one. Then you come on the 2nd chain here and close it firm together so we don't get like a gap with it. Okay, so I'm going to stretch my thread. I'm going to come back in, stretch it a bit. I'm going to do a single and 1 chain. That's my first double crochet because I give it enough stretch to it. I don't want a big mark going up. So in order not to have a mark, this is the way to do it. So we're doing the 46 double crochets again. We don't need to count. We know where the increases are already. Your stitch will fall perfectly into place once you get here. You know that your 46 is that last one here because the increase starts. So on the increase, we're going to do the first one, 1 double crochet. And where we have the second one, we're going to add 2 together. 1 double crochet, 2 together. 1 double crochet, 2 together. This is how we're going to do the increase in the corner. So I'll meet you at the corner. Okay, everyone. So I've done my 46 double crochets. We're hitting that first double crochet with 1 double crochet. On the second one, we're going to add 2 together. Next one, the first one from the increase, 1. Next one, 2 together on the same stitch. So we're going to do that 7 times also. And then the other side we'll be doing the 46 double crochets also. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so we've done the 7 increases. Now we're going to have 7 rows. So we know this is row 1. This is the other side of it. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come back in where I've closed. I'm going to stretch, do 1 single and 1 chain. That's my first double crochet. So we're starting row 4. Now row 4 is the same thing. We're going to do even up until row 7 will be the same thing. The 46 double crochets. When we get to the edge, I'll explain to you. Okay, everyone, so we've reached almost where we have the group, remembering that we have 46 double crochets. We had done on the first one alone, so now we have 47, right? But don't worry about the 47. Just concentrate, make sure you have those 46. So on the first, we're going to do again 1 double crochet. On the second, we're going to do 2 together. Okay, always on the second double crochet, we're going to add a double crochet. So this time we'll have 2 double crochets alone. Okay, 1 and 2, and that falls right on the first one of the increase. And then 2 together again. Again, 1 double crochet alone. Here is the group of the increase, 1 alone on the first one and 2 together on the second. So I think you're understanding what I'm saying. So on the increase we have 2 together, now 2 alone. On the next row, 2 together, 3 alone. On the next row, 4 together, 2 together, 4 alone. You understand what I'm saying? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is row 4. We're going to go all the way to row 7. So we have 2 alone, row 5, 3 alone, row 6, 4 alone, row 7, 5 alone. If I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm doing my count right because sometimes I'm terrible at that. And the rest stays the same, just double crochet over double crochet. So I'll meet you at the end of row 7, and then I'll come back to you at the end of row 7, and we'll continue to do the next row, which row 8 will be single crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 7 rows, just closed in with the slip stitch. don't want to put it too high. Sometimes I get distracted looking on the camera. So like I've explained to you, I gotta get my hand out of there before this camera shakes. So row 1, that's where we did the first 7 double crochets. Row 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So row 7, we have 2 in the same stitch, which is done on the second double crochet from the increase. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your second. So it's not hard to figure out. It's always on the second double crochet. Okay, so now this row, we are going to do single crochets all the way around. There is no increase. So I've closed in, done my first already. Just singles on each stitch. Now, of course, this is going to turn out to be the size of an oval doily. If you wanted to make it as a runner, as I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to create a runner. This could be for a run, it could be for a rug. If you use the macrame thread, you can use it to create a nice oval rug for any area in your home. You just have to increase here. So we did 52, you can go 62, 72, 82, and so on. Okay, so oops, I'll come back to you at the end of my row of single crochets. Okay, this is row 8. Okay, everyone, so we've done all the singles, and now I'm going to come in with another color just to have it pop up. Okay, and it's going to be the X stitch, similar to the one I've created on the last few patterns. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come in with this pink. I think it stands out pretty good on the pattern. No, I'm not going to do no slip stitch. I'm going to just bring the string a bit, and I'm going to roll 4 times on my hook. So I'm going to have 4 loops on my hook. You can hold it with your finger there. And I'm going to start exactly right after the last increase we have here. And I'm going to come in on the next one from the increase we did. So I have my increase here, this one. And we're going to do half double crochets. We're going to do actually double crochets incomplete, so we have to start with half. Into the next one, half. Into the next one, half. So now I have 3 halves. I'm going to close them all together, all 3 loops, plus 1 that I've turned on the hook. Okay, I'm going to take out 1, and I'm going to take out twice. I'm not going to be concerned about this string because when I come around it, I'm going to tie it in. So I'm going to grab all of these loops here and do double crochet. Take out once, take out twice. Again, back into the same one. Going through all the loops, and again. So now I've done the next 3 double crochet in the bottom and 3 on top. Of course, we started by the halves, but that's how it goes. So now we're only going to roll twice on the hook into the next one. We don't skip any. And we're going to do halves again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm going to take out 4 loops. I'm going to take out once and then 2 times. Again, coming in through these loops in the bottom and do your double crochet. Again, And again, you have your double crochet. I think I'm going to do 4 loops instead of 3 loops instead of 2 like we did. I think it's best. Okay, so we have 2. I'm going to do 3 loops. So we have 4 on the hook. I think it's better this way. So bear with me. Sometimes, you know, it's just a change of plan, whatever works better. 2 halves and the third one. So I'm going to take 4 loops out. That makes more sense to do my double crochet. 1 and 2. Grabbing all of these down here, coming right through it, take out once, take out twice, and again on the same stitch, take out once, take out twice. Again, 4 loops on your hook, half double crochet, half double crochet, and half double crochet. So we're going to take out 4 loops, 3 on the hook, take out 2, and the last 2. Come in towards these loops down here, take out 2, and the last 2. And again, we're going to do this until we hit the edge there, the round edge, where we have the first increase. So I'm going to meet you as soon as we come to that first increase at the edge. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I pretty much reached where I had that first increase. Okay? And I have a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 X's on there. Now the edges, we're going to increase a chain to it because we need to do that curve. We don't want it to be pulling. And another thing is, I had the idea at the beginning to do with only 2 loops. You can do it this way, or you can do with the 4 loops, but I think I'll go faster this way. And it's not going to change anything either you did with 4 loops or 2 loops. Okay, so half, half, and half. Take out 3 only. This is where I was going wrong with the other one. Take out 2 and take out the last 2. Come in and do the same thing as we've been doing. Take out 2 and the last 2. And again, going through those loops there, take out 2 and the last 2. Now the difference here is we're going to do 1 chain space. Turn twice on your hook, or if you were doing with 3 times, that's fine. Take out 2. It's a different technique for you to learn anyway. It's always good to learn different things. 3 halves. Take out only 3 loops, not 4 this time, okay? 3. And then do your double crochet. Come back in. I think it just saves time. And do your double crochet. Come back in again. And we're going to do this until the last increase. So chain 1 again. And I'll let you know how many I have. So you can confirm if you're doing the same size as me. Take out 3 loops only. Take out 2 and take out 2. Come in. Go through those loops down here and do your double crochet. And again. So basically repeating the same thing. Just here on the curve, we're doing 1 chain space. Last time, take out 2, take out 2. These are the incomplete double crochets. Take out 2, take out 3 loops, take out 2, and the last 2. Come in and do the double crochet. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be flying with it. Okay, so it doesn't pull on the pattern. I have to remember that the camera is different now. It's kind of hard for me to see. I have to look up to the camera and then down. Okay, and I'll meet you once I get to the other, to the last increase. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did all of the oval. Now remembering we did 18 from the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And after my 18th, we did one chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 with one chain. Or actually, not 14. 13 with one chain, and we did the 14th one right on top of the last groups that we have here. Okay, so 13 of these, and the 14th is right on top of the group. And then again, you continue to do like we did on the other side with no chain, right? So I already had started this one, forgot that I had to record. No chain on the 15th one, there's no chain. So this becomes one again out of those 18 that we did on the sides, remember? Take out 3, take out 2, and the last 2. Come in, grab these 3 loops and do your double crochet until we meet again that first group on this side. Okay, on this side. So I'll meet you there once I get there. So far I have 2 done already. Guess I didn't grab this properly. So 3 actually, I've done 3. Okay, so I'll meet you and give you the count again. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my 18th. I forgot to mention I did change color. This is like an orange, yellow orangey, because I wouldn't have enough of the pink to finish it up. So decided to go with this one because I want to make sure you guys see the proper stitch and color. So I have my 18 again, counting from the very first one right after that one chain that we did. And now we're going to do again the same thing as we did, one chain space, and create the same thing as we have been doing. Take out those 3 loops and do the double crochet. Come back in and double crochet. Come back in and the 3rd double crochet, 1 chain. Roll twice into the next one. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, take out 3 loops, take out 2, and the last one. Now we have those 3 loops here. So just repeating, we're just doing 1 chain space on those 13 of these. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last one, and coming to the last one, I don't have a 3rd one to put my 3rd half. So I can go into the same one as my first one I did, or you can just do on the same space if you want, if you feel more comfortable. It's up to you. It doesn't change anything on the pattern. So just doing the last one here. One chain, and then I'm going to come and close it up on the corner there. So I should have 14. So once we have completed all the X's, closing with slip stitch, I'm going to go up 1 chain, come back in, and do a single. This row we're going to do singles, 1 per stitch all the way around on each space, and when we get to that 1 chain space on the edges, we're doing 1 single inside of that 1 chain space. Okay, so very simple. Single all the way around the same way, and 1 chain space, 1 single inside of that 1 chain space we have done here at the edge. Okay everyone, so I pretty much did all my singles. I'm gonna come into where I had hooked them in, and I'm coming in with my gray again, and we're going to do double crochets, 1 per stitch, and then when we come to the corners, I'll meet you there just before we went into that 1 chain, just to make sure that we are on the right track, because we have to do increases at the edges. Okay, so 1 per stitch, trying to hide this little leftover thread. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge of the corner. Okay everyone, so I've done my double crochets right into the first space we have of that 1 chain in the center. Here I'm going to do an increase of 2 double crochets and then 1 per stitch. Now we are on the second single in the middle of that 1 chain. I'm not doing an increase here, I'm doing in the next one. So I'm going to alternate 1 increase, the next one no increase, the next one 1 increase. So I'm in the center again. Here I'm going to do my increase 2. So that means increase in 1, no increase, increase, no increase. Okay. So I'm in the center again, no increase on this one. I'm going to do an increase on the next one. So if you get confused, just look before you have done the increase on that single. And then the next one we didn't do. So this one here, I'm going to do an increase. The next one, I'm not doing an increase. So 1 double crochet per stitch. Okay. So we did the increase, no increase. Next one, we're doing the increase. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've come to the end of the oval of the round, and all together I have, oh my goodness, I keep pulling my thread there, I don't know why. I have 7 increases, okay, of the 2 double crochet. So we started here, the first increase, no increase, increase, that's my second, no increase, my third, no increase, my fourth, no increase, my fifth, no increase, my sixth, no increase, and my 7th. Okay, now we're going to do 1 per stitch again until we get to where we have that one single inside of the space, exactly how we did here, and do the 7 increases on the other side. So now it's just 1, per stitch. And as soon as we get to where we have the first single inside of the chain space, which is right here, we do the first increase. No increase, increase, no. 7 times the same way, and then 1 per stitch. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished all my double crochet. I'm going to go back into those X's. So I'm going to turn 4 times on my hook. I'm going to come exactly where I had closed off and do that half. Again, half. So I'm right on top of the one below and half. I'm going to close or take out 4 loops, take out 2, and take out 2. Okay, now we could either tie this thread at the end, or you can just hide it as you go. Whatever you think is more comfortable for you. Okay, so I'm going to turn once. I'm going to come in that the loops, take out 2 and take out 2. Try to pass this thread over into the back. So I'm just pretty much going through a few loops here just to get it secure. And again, take out 2 and take out 2. And again, we'll be doing the same thing into the next one. So we have to row twice on the hook. Better this way, I'll fix that at the end. Take out 2, take out 2, and take out 2. Now we're going to take 3 off the hook, and again, going into those 3 loops, take out 2, the last 2. So we're pretty much going to repeat what we did with the last one, okay? And once we get the edges, we have to do 1 chain space again. So into the next one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, take out 3 loops, take out 2, and take out 2. Down inside of these 3 loops and do your double crochet and your third one. Okay, so we're going to do that until we meet where we have basically the first increase there, but I'll meet you there. Okay, you guys, I'm almost arriving on the corner, and no, this row we don't have any chain like we did with the other one. We're just going to continue to, it might pull a bit, it might curve a bit, but don't worry, because the next rows will straighten it out. So no chain space in between. We're just going, good heaven, I have to turn twice. We're just going straight right through it. Okay, even on the oval, there is no chain space between. So we're just going to continue right through all the way around, and then I'll come back to you at the end. So just remembering that this row we have no chain space like we did on the first one. The next row we're going to do is the single crochets, and we'll be having some increase on the next few rows, so it will all fall into place, even if it pulls a bit on the pattern. If it curves a little bit up like that, don't stress, because the next rows is going to straighten it out. So there's no chain space either on anywhere. I almost forgot about that. Okay, so just continue on all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm getting to the last one, and of course on the last one we don't have, we're missing, no, we're not missing anything, but we would need one more double crochet. But I'm not going to do, I'm going to come in the same one. So 2 on the same one. And then just pretty much close it up. So this next row we're going to do is only single crochets all the way around. There is no chain in between them. So slip stitch. So it tends to turn a bit. It's probably going to turn a little bit more once we do the singles on the next row. But the next one after it, then, you know, it starts falling into place. So we have so this was row 12 going to row 13. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do my single. So we're going to do 1 per stitch. Very simple. Singles all the way around. Try not to tighten it too much so it doesn't curve that much. It's going to a bit, but as we go with the next rows, they'll get into place, so don't worry about that. This with macrame thread, 4-ply or even bigger, would make a beautiful carpet or rug, I should say. Just absolutely stunning. In whatever colors you want to use it as a rug. I think these colors just came out and outstands beautifully. Okay, so all singles all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all of my rows, all of my row, I should say. Now when I come here and I look down here, we know this is where the last single was done. So I'm going to count the one right after. So if I go up straight, it will end up here. So I'm going to count from this one here. 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So counting 18, let's just make sure again. One, I put a little hook on here, little marker I should say, just to count the 18, okay, not for anything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which I have a marker on here already. That means, and you can put a marker, if you look right underneath, also it's the first single we did on the center, because we're going to need to do increase like we did on these ones here. So I'm going to start on that one with double crochet. Okay, I'm going to go right in here. There is no increase here on the sides, only at the edges, of course. So single 2 chain, and I'm going to do 1 per stitch. So 1 double crochet per stitch until I get to that marker, which is going to cover 18 of these motifs. Okay, so I've reached where my marker is, and inside of this space, that's my increase. Exactly how we did in the bottom. Remember in the bottom one we did 2 in the same space, the next one just 1. The increase on the next one. Remember that? So we're going to do 2 in here, 1 per stitch. In between this one, we're not doing the increase, exactly how we did in the bottom one. So we have increase, no increase. On the next one, we're doing the increase. This is how we're going to proceed this way around this edge. Okay, so increase, no increase. Now we got to do increase on the first one. Actually, this one is from the last one here. So on this one, we're going to do 2 in the same stitch. Next one here, we're not doing the increase. Okay, so we're just going to continue until the next one for the increase. I'll let you know how many increases I have done. So here we have the increase. Just have to keep track, always on the first one. So no increase, increase, no increase, increase, okay? And I'm going to stop there where I need to, where we ended pretty much the last single, but I'll let you know how many I have. Okay, everyone, so I did it until we have the last single on here. Anyway, so we have 11 increases, okay, from the first single, that same direction that I pointed out. So we have 11 increases, and now I've just marked mine here more or less where we have that first single. And so I'm going to continue to do double crochet per stitch, and of course on that edge we have to have the same thing, do the 11 creases of the 2 double crochet to make sure that we have the same amount more or less of the stitch. I mean, if it's going to be missing 1 or 2, it's not a biggie. We can work with that, no problem, but we will do the 11 increases for sure. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of mine. Okay, everyone, so I had put the marker where I have that single. So I know I'm going to do the increase where I have the marker, and then I don't need it anymore. I know that I have to do 11 increases, right? So 1 double crochet. We're not doing increase on the next one. So 1 per stitch, and on the next one I'm doing the increase. So that will be my second increase. The next one, no increase. And on this one, we're doing increase. So I have 3 increases so far, and continue on. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. I'm going to come back into the same one, stretch, do a single and 1 chain. So that's my double crochet. Now, this row, which we are at row 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, row 15. So this is all double crochets. That's all we're doing. And where we have the increase, so where we have the increase here, on the second one, we'll do the increase. That's all we're going to do. Just double crochet over double crochet. Just repeating all double crochets all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at the edge. Okay, everyone, so I've reached where I have that increase. On the second one, I'm adding 2 in the same stitch. And only where we have the increase is on your second double crochet. We're adding 2 together. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around. Everywhere else is 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my row. Now this next row is going to be just singles. There is no increase, just singles, one per stitch. So I'm coming back in the same one, single, into the next one, single. Okay, so all the way around the same way, just with singles. Okay, everyone, so I finished all my singles. I'm going to come in with yellow orange. You can pretty much start anywhere. So I'm going to start right about here where I have that single, more or less, and I'm going to do a double crochet. So single and one chain. I could do 2 chains, but I'm not going to, so it's not as noticeable. Next stitch, I'm going to do another double crochet. Try to get this thread to hide it. I'm going to do 2 chain, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, I'm doing a double crochet. I'm going to do 5 chain now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back into the same one with double crochet. So I created a V, 2 chain, skip 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one, I'm going to do double crochet and double crochet again. So I'm always going to have 2 groups of double crochet, skip 3 space, go into the 4th with 2 chain space, double crochet, 5 chain, double crochet on the same one, 2 chain, skip again 3, come into the 4th, 2 chain, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, come back into the same one and double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 1, 2 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. Oops, sorry. No, I'm correct. I don't know what I was thinking. Getting lost there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get distracted when I'm talking. Okay. So basically, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to see if it doesn't pull too much on my edge here. I'm going to continue that way. But if there is a change, I'll come back to you. If I need to cut less at the edge instead of 3, you might have to jump 2. I'll see as I go how it's going to turn out. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the roundabouts. Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, you guys, so I'm on the curve. It doesn't seem to be pulling, so I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. So I'm going to continue to do that on my 4th. If I saw that it was pulling too much, then I would have skipped only 2 and went into the 3rd. But that's not the case. 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine. And then I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone. So I'm down to my last V and also the 2 double crochet. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment here. So after almost getting to my last one, 2 chains, I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going to come in the 3rd one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back in. 2 chain, and again 1, 2 on my 3rd one. I'm going to do my 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2 on the 3rd one. I'm going to do my V, with the 5 chains, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm good to go. Chain 2, and we have 1, 2, and 3, so it's just perfect that way. I'm not going to be concerned about the adjustment. So we had to make an adjustment on the 2 last V's by skipping only 2 going into the 3rd, which is okay. Nothing will change on the pattern. Okay, everyone. So now I'm going to come in the center of these 2, double crochet with a single directly inside of the V, and I'm going to do 12 double crochets inside of this V. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 double crochets. Coming in the middle here, single, and repeat everything again. This is how we're going to work this row all the way around the same way. 12 double crochets, and then single where we have the 2 double crochets. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come in the center here, single. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all my round. I've cut my thread, now it's gonna look nicer. So let's try that again. Sometimes we have to keep trying different ways to see. So I'm going to use back loop. I'm on my 2nd double crochet and using back loops for singles. So maybe it's going to look nicer this way. Try different techniques to see which one looks best. All the way to the end. I'm going to jump that single that we have here and just continue. Or maybe we can make a little design here. Bear with me, I do this as I go. Okay, so maybe I can come from behind that single we did. See if I like that. And then come from behind again and continue the singles. So very simple, nothing to it. See how this works out. I mean, you can do so many things for finishing, right? Whatever's your preference. Okay, so from behind of that single and single front post. I think I like that. I think it gives it a whole different look. And then again, coming from the very first one, from behind, and just doing singles like that. I think that looks pretty. I think it looks pretty, but I'm going to try something else again. Sorry, you just have to bear with me. I'd like something to be completely different. So let's try going in the center here and stretching that. I think it's even better, hopefully. But you can do whatever way you think is, you know, the best for you or that you like. I think it's just going to give it a whole different touch here. Yeah, I like this better. I like this much better. So, again, come in the center, give it a stretch, single. Then continue on with singles all the way to the end. Back loops. I like that. I think it's different. Okay, so that's pretty much done it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed like this new creation of mine. You know, you get a few techniques from different patterns and you put them together, and here you go. You get this beautiful little pattern. Like I said, so I wanted to touch base with you on the length if you're making rugs. So I've mentioned to you at the beginning, you can do as long as you like. We have 52 chain stitch. You can go say 72, 82, 102, and so on. Also, you can increase more rows on here. So we stopped at 7. You can start. You can go 9, 11, odd numbers, and then you have to do the singles. You can also increase 2 rows of the gray. You can increase again one of this, one of this, one of this, and then another row of double crochets. So that's a way to increase. You can increase again on here. Just keep increasing at the edges, and then you do the finishing. So there's so many ways to increase this doily, this runner, or this rug, whatever way you want to turn it into. And you got a beautiful little pattern there. Okay, so I'll see you in the next tutorial. I'll leave the measurements below. Thank you so much for being here, for all your loving support. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. I'll have the pictures and a little video at the end once I am done and finished with the pattern. And God bless you. Thank you for your prayers again. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, and please let me know, what do you think about the new filming? Do you think it's better this way? Can you see the stitch better because the camera is right up top and not facing this way? Let me know what you think of this recording. It's very important so I can do better things for you guys, and to be able to see the stitch better and so on. Okay, God bless. Bye-bye.